Hi, Phil Davis here again with another Spero Car Project video. This video, I'm going to try and keep it short to the point. I'm just going to be changing the original tires to these ones, and I just wanted to show you the rims and I wanted to show you the spacers, so it shouldn't take too long. I'm going to wait to when I have the tires off, I'll get a quick clip of what the new suspension looks like, those Raceland coilovers that were on episode 2. So, let me show you what I've got here. This is the original size rim and tire. Now these are 15-inch rims. I think they're 195 60s. And so what I did, it's nothing fancy. I measured the depth, and it's approximately 8 1/4. And then I also measured from in here, okay? And the way I did that, I used a meter stick, but this wooden sword will do. So I just measured like this, and it is 5 3/4. So I knew that I needed at least 5 3/4 from the center of the other rim so that it wouldn't rub on the inside of the car. Well, here's what I did. Let's see if it works. I already forget what that number was, 5 3/4, I think. So I found these other rims that were very reasonably priced, and they had pretty good tires on them already. Now these are 18s, and they are 225/40 R18s. So what I did was I measured this length, or this height I should say. So they're about 9 1/4. And here's the interesting part. If I just do this, well, that's 6 1/8. So that would mean it's too far in, but that's not a problem because I ordered 1 1/4 spacers. So when I put the 1 1/4 spacer in, now it's less than 5. It's almost exactly 5. So if anything, that actually brings them out a little bit, which is excellent. Now, one downside, I really wanted to bring the tires way out, and if you did a little bit of math there, which I did on paper inside the house, that's really not bringing them out that much. It's like 2 inches, which sounds like a lot, but it's not for a project like this because you probably can't tell from that angle, but the tires are actually inside the fenders by quite a bit, like 3 inches maybe. It's just the design of the car. I don't really like that part about the car. So putting these new rims on with the spacers is going to bring the tires out so that they're just a little bit, like 1/2 inch past the fender, which is, it's better than nothing. So that's what we're going with. I'll talk about the spacers real quick. Oh, I did mention in a previous video, I wanted to talk about RTX rims and my complaint about them. Now I've contacted RTX maybe 4 times. I heard back from them once. They did not give me a good answer. It was a terrible answer. But here was my problem. I bought these rims secondhand, and they're stamped with 2 sizes, 5x100 and 5x112. Well, I knew they weren't 5x100 because that's what the car is and they don't fit. So I assumed they were 5x112. I ordered adapters, 5x112 came, I was excited, they didn't fit. So I thought, well, if they're not 5x112, they must be 5x108. Sorry, I said that wrong. Yeah, 5x108. So I ordered another set of adapters. Those were wrong as well. So I went to their website and I found out that there's only one other size they could be, and that was 105, and that was the one that fit. Now you might be thinking, Phil, why didn't you just measure them? This is where I would like to say, have you tried to measure a rim size? Because it's really, really tricky. I cut out little lengths of hard paper that were exactly 108 and 105, and I tried to measure them just like the websites say how to. One is at the top of the hole and one is at the center, and it is so small a difference. I didn't measure it correctly, so that's on me. I did sell the first set of spacers. I'm still trying to sell the other set, so hopefully those do sell. Okay, so with these spacers, they're pretty slick. You do have to make sure you have conical seats on them, and they come with the nuts that will go right in here. And then I had to buy, here's another expense, I had to buy new lug nuts for these rims. So they had to be narrower and a little deep, and they're black with the black rims, so it looks really great. Okay, I think that's all I have to say. I'm going to put the car up and start putting these on. If you like the shirt, you can order one. There's a video all about the t-shirt. It's a bit of a fundraiser for me to help me raise money to make this project happen. So you can click on that link, it'll be in the description below, or just send me an email and I'll send you one out. And I guess that's it. Right, so there's the Raceland coilover on the back of the car. And what I'm going to do now is take the spacer. I have put a little hub-centric ring there so it'll fit exactly. And we're going to put that on, we'll torque it in place, and then we'll put the rims on. Alright, so I just wanted to show you the difference in the look. So there's the front ones, they have not been done yet. And there's the new ones. So there is still some clearance, and they do come out, like I said, you know, they're out here a little bit, but not as much as I wanted. I wanted them to come out another couple inches, but maybe that's crazy. Alright, so that's the front one, and it sticks out a little bit further from the fender than the back one does, as you can see here. That's good. That's what we're looking for. It's interesting. Makes me want to put another adapter or spacer on the back wheel. But now the question is, did that increase the height of the car over 50? You can get a look at the stance. I got some bad news though. It's at 50 inches, so I'm gonna have to take the tires back off and tighten up those springs on the coilovers so that we can get it even lower still. But yeah, I mean, it's part of the process, so I'm gonna get my son here to just videotape me going up and down the road so you can see it on the road.